Hey guys, if you're watching this, you probably saw my post, but I just kind of wanted to give you an overview of the project in case you didn't want to go through the trouble of downloading until you know what it was and everything. Um, Basically, right now, if you didn't know, Phil posted a while ago game data that basically has information about every game that's ever been played on Galcon. Um, if you go right here and you look at if you click on this link, it'll open up a text file. Like if you look at a line, that's a game, and it tells you all the information about the game, like who won, etc. And you can get to a different file by changing the date here. So if you wanted to go to I don't know 2015 and 05, that's gonna be for that day. So they're just basically text files, but they're kind of hard to read. And so my idea was to create an application that could read in the text files and maybe even do some stats with them. Here's where it's at right now. When you first launch it, it's going to ask you for a file location. So I got a folder here. I put it right there. And I'll say okay. And now it knows that's where text files go. So if you go over and you find a day that you want to look at, you save the file. So I go over here and I save that text file to that location. Then I can go over here and I can tell the application that that's the file. What did I say? 5. So May, what day was it? 5/27. So if I go to May the 27th and I click on that, it'll try to go find that file in there, and then it will load it in to here. You can see that there's a lot of games. So if I just start scrolling as much as I can, you see that thumb, I think it's called, on the scroll wheel, it's not moving very fast. That's because sometimes on some days you could have over 100,000 games easily. So yeah, that's why I tried to put in these filter options. So if you go in here and you want to filter on something, maybe, I don't know, anything that had a duration of 40 seconds, you'll see now there's only games that lasted 40 seconds. Or, well, it's kind of, it needs work. So you see that it caught this 140 because it had 40 in it. You know, things that need to be worked on. But if you click on any of one of these games, it will load up over here the players that played in that game, and you can scroll right to look at all that stuff too, and look at the class and everything. You can also resize the things if you can't see enough of them, and you can rearrange them if you want to. And if you click on this, you can hide them. So if I didn't want to see class, I could hide it. The filters, they need to be right now, the filters were kind of just thrown in. You see that they're not lining up, which is driving me crazy. But I need time to fix them, and I don't have time. So for right now, they're not going to be fixed. Also, there's no filter for the players list. So I couldn't filter all of the games that were played by, if I tried to filter by my name, like CXGS Legend, I couldn't do that. And that's just because players, the way I set it up, players, there's a sub list in each game called players, and in order to filter on that, I would have to filter on each list that's a sub list of each game, which is not impossible, but once again, it's just more complicated. There's a ton of little things that need to work on, but right now it's kind of cool. I haven't got anywhere on the stats. The download manager You know, the idea with the download manager was I know where the text files are. I could just build a download manager, just show you what's available and what you're allowed to download. And if you wanted to download for like a particular day, you could just download it and maybe even convert it to like a different file format like JSON or XML. But never got that far either. But yeah, that's kind of where it's at right now. I have the fall semester coming up, so that's going to be 18 credit hours. So probably not going to have time to mess with this. But yeah, if you guys want to download it and play with it, or even jump into the code and mess with that, then feel free to. The code is not commented right now, so it's kind of awful. And there's some really hacky things that I had to do, like if you look in here, you'll find just like a bunch of filter methods, like anonymous classes. They're just there and they're terrible. I need to figure out a better way to do this. And this one drives me crazy. Like the links, each column has a minimum length, and you don't know what that is from the start. So I tried to. This is like taking in some text, trying to figure out how big it would be with the specific font size, and then applying CSS to it and getting its bounds. Really hacky. Don't like it. Trying to find a better way to do it, but yeah, that's just stuff I'll do later on when I have time. But yep, that's basically it. All right, thank you.